Hello mateys, today I'm going to be going through what I think are some of the best fragrances for these 5 occasions. And I'm going to be giving you one designer and one niche for each occasion. So without further ado, let's get cracking into this video. The first category we're going to go with is versatile, and for the designer pick, we're going with Narciso Rodriguez Bleu Noir for him, the EDT Extreme. This slept on, hardly spoken about in the community, and it's fantastic. It's got about 7 or 8 hours longevity. It's a fresh, musky kind of fragrance. It's that blue DNA, but it's done with a unique twist, and that's the perfect kind of DNA to have for versatile fragrance. I love the bottle design, the ombre effect of the bottle, the frosted glass. It's got a lovely, lovely look to it. It looks fantastic on the shelf. And I like to pull it out from time to time, just as an everyday wear when I'm feeling something that isn't YSL YEDP or Dior Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel. Now, when it comes to versatile and niche, that's not something I'd necessarily marry up all that often, but MFK's Gentle Fluidity Silver is incredible stuff. It's got a really prominent coriander note, which makes it stand out, but also allows it to have a aromatic, spicy-like quality that helps in the colder weather, but is also slightly refreshing in the summer. This stuff has incredible performance. Almost said credible performance. Incredible performance. I get 12 plus hours on my skin. Fantastic, very unique. Very nice sort of moderate projection to it as well. And for niche fragrances, this one isn't priced too highly. It's sort of that mid-range niche price. I think this is about £175 last time I checked. So yeah, MFK's Gentle Fluidity Silver for versatile. The next category we're going to be tackling is that of date night. So what's my designer pick for a date night fragrance? Hugo Boss, the scent Magnetic. This came out very beginning of 2023 and kind of passed under the radar mostly. Not many people were speaking about it. It didn't get that much hype, and I think it deserves a lot more than it gets. It's fantastic. Very vanillic, very sweet, a little bit loud, and it's got an interesting brand note in there as well. Combine that with the Manenka fruit that runs through the entirety of the scent line. And oh, it is a crazy concoction. It is magnetic for the ladies, and with a moderate projection and about 8 hours longevity. It's perfect for date night because you know you're not going to have to top yourself up. So yeah, Hugo Boss the scent Magnetic as the date night pick. Now, on the niche side of things for a date night fragrance, we're actually going to pick Kilian's Smoking Hot. A very recent release coming out at the very end of 2023 from the House of Kilian. This combines boozy and smoky notes into an intoxicating mix that is just incredible. In terms of performance, this stuff is crazy good as well. You're looking at 8 plus hours on this. It gives a apple brandy shisha kind of vibe. So it's got a sweetness, a smokiness, a mystery to it that is quite alluring as well. Again, moderate projection, so it's not going to be projecting off you too heavily, and it is very unique, so not many people are going to be wearing this on date nights currently. It means it's a secret weapon for you lot. The next category is summertime fragrances, and for the designer fragrance, we're going with Acqua di Gio EDP. Yep, an oldie but a goldie, kind of. This takes the original Acqua di Gio DNA from the EDT and just modernizes it a little bit. It's still refreshing, still very citrusy, a little bit aquatic, almost a saltiness to it as well, but just, you know, updates that DNA to bring it more in line with the 2020s. Great performance for a freshie, looking at about 7-ish hours, at least off of my skin. Moderate projection for the most part. And again, on those hot summer days, those high heat days, this stuff is just going to keep you refreshed, energized, and smelling great. On the niche side of things, we're going with a personal favorite of mine, and that is Creed's Virgin Island Water. I refer to this as pina colada in a bottle because it's got a pineapple-y, coconutty, lime vibe to it. It's incredible stuff. The performance on this will vary depending on you yourself. I'm a massive advocate of trying stuff before buying it, especially when it comes to more naturally made products such as the Creeds, because skin chemistry and all of the science behind perfumery means that performance on this will vary a lot. I get 7-ish hours out of it. I tend to layer something underneath it of a similar scent to boost its performance, to boost its projection. But at the end of the day, 7 hours for a freshie is still good. And yeah, it's creamy, sweet, refreshing. The lime in the beginning is fantastic. If you want to smell like you're out in the Virgin Islands, Virgin Island water is the way to go. It's fantastic. I'm a pirate of the Caribbean when I wear this. But yeah, Virgin Island water, whoa, by Creed, as the niche pick for a summer fragrance. Next up, we need a going out or clubbing fragrance, and for the designer pick, we're going with Spicebomb Night Vision EDP. This is slept on, I find. I think it's fantastic. I actually think it's the best in the Spicebomb line, but that's just me. It combines sweet and spicy and fresh in a perfect sort of combination. It's very strong projection, lasts all day. We're looking at 10 plus hours at least, and it's fantastic. It's got this enticing vibe where it gives off this heat, it gives off this sweetness, and in a club, it will stand out because not everyone's going to be wearing Night Vision EDP. Next up for the niche, we're going with Tonka Cola from Mancera. If you want to smell like Dr. Pepper, this is the fragrance for you. This is cherry, vanilla, cinnamon, just loud, powerful, almost obnoxiously loud, which in a club works really well sometimes. You'll smell like a lot of the drinks when going out sometimes if wearing this, but hey, is that a bad thing? Who knows? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It gets attention, it turns heads, and it will definitely overshadow any other fragrance being worn in that particular building, which at the end of the day is what matters when you're going out, because you want to be the loudest person there. I don't really know social etiquette. Yeah, Tonka Cola from Mancera, beast mode longevity, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 hours. Loud, nuclear loud, room-filling projection, which is crazy good, and it's not too bad price-wise as well, usually quite affordable, about £120 for a niche fragrance, 120 mil of a niche fragrance, £1 per mil, I'm not complaining. Tonka Cola, Mancera. And finally, an office fragrance. Designer-wise, Armani Code Parfum. This is beautiful. It's got an iris note in there. It's got this clean, aromatic, suede vibe that the Code line is known for. And the performance is fantastic. It will last you the whole day that you're in the office. And that's what you need from your office fragrance. You'll smell professional. You'll smell clean. You'll smell great. You'll make great impressions. You'll boost your confidence. Your confidence will get so strong, you'll become the CEO. Look at me. I am the captain now. And... And yeah, you'll probably get promoted just by wearing Armani Code Parfum. Looking at maybe 10, 12 hours performance, moderate projection that goes a bit softer the further along in the lifespan of the fragrance you go. And it's just clean. It's just clean and something addictive about it. Plus, magnetic cap, which instantly makes it a 10. That's just the rules. I don't make the rules, I just follow the rules. And finally, the niche pick for an office fragrance is something a little left field. It's Kajal's Lamar, or Lamar Caviar, as the one I have. Lamar Caviar is an alcohol-free fragrance with good performance, about 8 hours, and it's got a soft, sweet, slightly sort of like rosy jamminess to it in terms of the fragrance profile, the scent DNA. Compared to the original Lamar, which is an EDP, that one has a little bit more of a smokiness to it, but both are definitely unique office-safe fragrances that you could get away with wearing. And I'm pretty sure if you were to be wearing a Kajal fragrance in your office, you would not only be the only person wearing it in your office, but the only person wearing it in your office building. So if you want to stand out without standing out in the office, Kajal Lamar Caviar or Kajal Lamar. So those have been some of my favorite picks for 5 different occasions and some different options within those occasions as well for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has been helpful. We shall see. With that, I've been the captain. You've been awesome. Make sure to check me out on my socials as well. and I'll catch you lot on the flip side. Adios.